Welcome to Solve It Like a Marketer. I'm Stephen Hobey. Today, we're talking about how to develop a marketing plan for online stores. Don't go away. Now, whether you're starting a new business, which will be purely online, or you're looking to pivot your store to both brick and mortar and an online presence, having a solid marketing plan is key. Now, marketing plans vary widely depending on if you're developing it in-house or hiring a firm. They could take 3 months to create or just a week. It really all depends on how deep you want to go. Now, having said this, there are a few key features that your plan should have, and I'll take you through those as well. I've linked to other helpful videos that I've created for more detailed frameworks you can use. You can see that below. So let's get started. Step 1, understanding your customers. So this is key to all the marketing you will be putting out into the world. As the saying goes, you don't want to throw paint to the wall and hope it sticks. You need to know who your current customers are, if you have them, and who your potential customers are. Imagine what kind of customer might be looking for your products or services. Think about their demographic traits, their age, gender, roles, economic status, and location. Where are those potential customers hanging out online, and can you engage with them? Now, bear in mind that you won't reach everyone with your marketing, but you'll attract customers that are more likely to buy your products. Also, a marketing plan is not a static entity. It evolves and adjusts over time as you monitor those results. Next up, Step 2, defining your message. So here, it's all about defining what makes you unique in the marketplace and why customers should choose you. Get at the core of this uniqueness. Develop a positioning statement. Then get creative with your messaging in terms of catchphrases or taglines. Ask yourself what makes your store special. How are you different from your competitors? What do you have to offer to customers? And what do you stand for? At this stage, it's also great to begin developing a roadmap for messaging output. Create a spreadsheet for what messages you're going to put out into the world, what impact you hope to see from this, what your expectations are, and how these messages may develop or change over time. Step 3, choose marketing tactics. So this is where you decide how those messages are going to be implemented. I'd suggest you take a look at developing a 4 Ps framework: price, product, place, and promotion. For more advice on how to do this, check out the video below. In essence, there are so many avenues you can choose to promote your online store. And here are a few ideas for you. Public relations, sending out press releases and doing interviews. Sales and promotions, offering discounts and planning promotions. Content development, creating visual or written content for blogs, social media, or other channels. Email, create an email list that you can send a newsletter to with special content. Advertising, placing print, radio, online ads to get the word out about a product or service. And community involvement, connecting with customers based on shared concerns and interests. Okay, step 4, social media engagement. So although we could put this under the previous point of marketing tactics, I feel that it needs special attention. Seeing as your offering is an online store, it makes sense that you're very active online. First, think about which social platforms your customers are likely to frequent. Just because everyone else is on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, it doesn't mean that you need to be too. When starting out, it's vital that you choose wisely. Otherwise, you'll be spreading yourself too thinly. Also, bear in mind that each platform has its own approach in terms of marketing, as well as certain generational cohorts that gravitate to that platform. If your service is more for business people, you may choose to focus on LinkedIn and then Twitter as a secondary. If you have a cool product to show off, Instagram may be your first pick, with Facebook as a possibility. Now, add these platforms to your spreadsheet along with your posting frequency and the message that you'd like to convey. It's great to track this to see your progress, as well as looking back at it later on to see what worked and what didn't. Step 5, and very important indeed, setting your goals. Without defined goals, you won't be able to determine whether you achieved what you were hoping for in your marketing efforts. Seeing as we're looking at online, you can consider the following as a start. Number of new customers in the first 3 months. Number of new customers in the first 6 months. Dollars in sales during the promotion time. Number of email subscriptions. Number of likes or follows on social media. Number of positive feedback responses on social media. Number of shares on social media. So it's important to gather these social stats so that you can gauge whether your content is resonating with your online audience. Number 6, analyzing your impact, or KPIs. So it logically follows that you should also be documenting your success factors, also known as key performance indicators, KPIs. It also could be helpful to break these down, these goals. So, for instance, if your goal is to gain 250 new customers in the first 3 months, then break this down into days or weeks to track more closely. Step 7, final report and analysis. At the end of your campaign, it's important to evaluate the whole promotion. Ask the difficult questions of what worked and what didn't. What would you do differently next time? Remember, this is a learning experience, and every marketing campaign is different depending on the product or service offering. Every company is unique in the marketplace, and so every marketing approach is different. As I mentioned off the top, there are a multitude of approaches to creating a marketing plan, but I hope that I've given you the best framework to start with. The key here is to know your audience, both present and future. Know the platforms that you're using to communicate with them. Engage in a two-way dialogue about your product or service. Encourage feedback, both good and bad, on your newly created online presence. Other aspects to the user experience that could be improved are people finding your website. In essence, once you've created your marketing plan, that's only the beginning. Technology is constantly changing, giving us opportunities to connect with our customers in new and more streamlined ways. Gone are the days of the mom and pop stores. Now, to be a successful store owner, you have to be active in your marketing efforts, not passive in the hopes that people will engage with your brand. In today's world, consumers expect a more complex interaction with your company. You aren't just a logo or a tagline anymore. You are a personality that people can connect with. Always bear that in mind. What are the personal traits of your company? What should people expect when they seek you out? What will keep them coming back year after year? If you'd like to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. You can catch me on Instagram, link below, so join that discussion. I will see you every week with a new video, so please stay tuned, and together, let's solve it like a marketer.